Hello viewers, welcome back to Trinity Software. In this video, we are going to see about data visualization using Plotly in Python. What is data visualization? We all know a picture is worth 1,000 words. Data visualization is actually the process of representing the data using visual elements like charts and graphs that helps in deriving meaningful insights from the data. And it makes the scientific findings accessible to anyone, even with the least exposure in the data science. In Python, we have 6 popular libraries to implement data visualization. The most commonly used Python library is Matplotlib. Then we have Seaborn, Plotly, Bokeh, ggplot, and Altair. Out of this Plotly is a more sophisticated data visualization tool that is better suited for creating elaborate plots more efficiently. And the advantages are that only a few lines of code are necessary to create beautiful, pleasing, interactive plots. And it is easy to modify and export your plot also. Let's see the command to install this Plotly. In the command prompt, you have to give pip install Plotly = 4.14.3. Plotly will be installed. It is an interactive and browser-based graphing library for Python. It supports almost 40 unique chart types covering statistical, financial, scientific, and even 3D use cases. And Plotly graphs can be viewed in Jupyter notebooks, standalone HTML files, and it can also be hosted online using Chart Studio Cloud. That is, you can create your own Plotly account online plotting using Plotly. We have to import plotly.plotly, and this module contains the functions to communicate with the Plotly servers. Plot method and iPlot method. Both these methods creates a unique URL for the plot and save it in your Plotly account. This iPlot is used for working in a Jupyter notebook so that the plot will be displayed in the notebook itself. In this video, we are going to concentrate on offline plotting only. So in order to perform offline plotting, we are using this method plotly.offline.plot function, which will create a standalone HTML file so that you can open that in your web browser, and also you can save them in your local machine. So in order to create plots using this Plotly, we need a module called graph_objs. Functions in this module will generate graph objects. So these are the graph objects belonging to graph_objs. First, we have the graph object called figure. Within the figure, we have data and layout. Data contains the graph traces, and layout you can specify the title of the plot, x-axis, y-axis contents can be displayed in the layout. And all these graph objects are either dictionary-like or list-like objects. And these graph objects, you can use it to generate a plot, or you can modify a feature of the plot also. So after importing plotly.graph_objects, we are creating an object for figure class go.figure, and it takes 2 parameters, data, layout. So now let's start creating an offline plot using Plotly. I'm just going to do it in this idle. We'll just import Plotly first, and then import plotly.graph_objs as G. Okay. In this program, we are going to create a scattered plot first. Okay, I'm just going to have 7 students' name with their odd sum and even sum marks. So X contains the names. I'll just write few names. Okay, and I'll have the odd sum marks in Y1. It should be a list of elements, and even sum marks in Y2. Y1 I will enter some numbers. And Y2 is the even sum marks. Now we have to create the graph objects. So let me first create a trace 1 equal to g dot. I'm just going to create a scatter plot. So g dot scatter, and it takes at least two arguments, x is equal to x and y is equal to, we are creating it for odd sum, and I will have a name for it. Name is equal to odd sum. Similarly, you can create another trace for even sum. Y is equal to y2 and name is even sum. Okay, now we have created the trace. I can just also create a layout. Layout equal to g dot layout. For the class layout, we are creating an object. Here I am passing 3 arguments. I'm just going to write title, x-axis and y-axis. Title scatter plot, and then mention the x-axis. So that can be mentioned in the form of dict data type. You can give dict title equal to names of the student, names, and then y-axis to dict of title equal to marks. Okay, now we have to create the figure. I'm just creating an object for the class figure, g dot figure, and we should have the data and the layout, right? The data is a list of traces. So I'll have trace 1 comma trace 2, and then our layout. We are going to use this in plotly.offline plot. Plotly.offline dot plot. We are mentioning this figure as the first argument, comma, and then the file name should be mentioned. You can create a file name that will be stored in your local machine. So here I'll just use scatter plot .html. Okay, that's it. Either you can do this directly in a Jupyter notebook, or if you are using idle, you can run this program from the command prompt. So just use python chart plotly.py. We got an error. Name trace2 is not defined, so I didn't change it as trace2. So we'll run this again. So we got this scatter plot with the x-axis containing the names and y-axis containing the marks, and here you can see it is interactive in nature. Odd sum represented by blue line and even sum represented by red line. So Alex scored 47 in even sum and 50 in odd sum. Similarly, the marks are represented. And you can also download this plot as a PNG file, and if you want, you can just concentrate on one single trace alone. So here this is the legend. To isolate one trace, just click on it. You can just find out the even sum marks alone. And now I can also do this for a bar chart by just changing it as g.bar. So I have the heading as bar plot. Bar plot. That's it. On executing this, so we got this bar plot here. The same marks is represented in the form of a bar chart. So again the legend. This is the legend. You can isolate a particular trace. Just if you want odd sum. Here this also can be stored in the form of an image. Okay, now I can also plot a pie chart. Okay, the process is simple. We'll just remove all these things. We'll plot a pie chart so that we are just going to mark the number of students who have scored different types of grades. So X value, I'm just going to mention the different grades of an university. A to F. Okay, and Y is the number of students who have scored the corresponding grades. I'm giving the number of students who have scored A is 11, B 33, just giving it random, 18, 8. Okay. Now in order to create the trace, we have trace equal to g dot pi. Takes two arguments instead of x and y. Here we call it as labels. Labels are going to be the grade. Labels equal to x and values equal to the corresponding values are stored in y. Okay. Now we can create the figure object g dot figure of, can just mention data equal to trace alone. We are not specifying any layout here. And then plotly.offline.plot figure and file name, instead of bar plot I'm just making it as pie chart.html. So we have got the pie chart. It is categorized based on the highest percentage. B has the highest percentage, 25.4, 33 number of students, and equal number of students in grade D also. And the third category is C, then E and A, and finally F. So this is how it is classified in the form of a pie chart. So we can have plots using Plotly with very few lines of code. That's it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, kindly share and subscribe.